Magandang umaga po mga kapatid. Nakatutok kayo ngayon sa OnePH sa ating programang Usapang Kapated, kung saan po ating hihimayin ang mga batas na dapat niyong malaman bago ang demandahan. Kasama niyo po ako, ang inyong mapanuring kachika anuman na eksena, Chi Bocobo at
ako naman ay yung kapatid, Atty. Ted.
yes, ganun lang kasimple.
Oo. Friday na naman, end of the week, start of a weekend. And musta ka, Chi?
Okay naman, Atty. Ted. Talagang, alam mo, yung traffic lang talaga, no?
Yes.
So, nasa sa atin na kung magpapa-apekto tayo o hindi. Pero marami kasing road clearing na nangyayari ngayon.
Ako ginagawa ko nga ngayon, ano na lang nagtitweet na lang ako ng mga kantang dapat pwede niyong kantahin habang
Like
naipit ka sa traffic.
Oh, like what?
Yung kanta ng Eraserheads.
Ano yun?
Overdrive.
Okay.
Magdadrive ako. Yun, something like that. Or mga mas lumang
May
kanta pa.
playlist
Marami,
ka. I-share mo
playlist
naman
ako.
sa amin ang playlist mo,
200 plus songs na yung playlist ko. Good
Ganun
for 16 hours.
ka-traffic.
Hopefully, hindi tayo abot ng 16 hours sa traffic. Sige. Pero bago natin simulan ng ating mga mainit na usapan at talakayan, pag-usapan natin ang mga naging balita sa buong linggong ito.
Okay, umpisahan na natin.
Mga ibang items no, na naging news this week.
For example, PAO, standing for?
Public Attorney's Office.
Attorney's
Naging tanyag yung opisinang yan over the years dahil nga ito yung isang opisina ng gobyerno na tumutulong dun sa mga walang abogado.
Oo, tama.
And of course,
Nagka-complaint, diba, recently?
some employees apparently ay nag-file ng complaint against the
PAO
chief
chief.
PAO and the head of forensics, no, na Dr. Erfe. And I think ito ay isang dagdag na complaint apparently dun sa isang complaint naman na final na isang abogado na alam ko, Attorney Wilfredo Garrido, no, against the PAO chief.
Right.
Ito in relation ito dun sa mga yung sa pagtatag ng parang forensics department ng kanyang clinic.
Na hindi daw siya legally or hindi na kumbaga walang parang tamang proseso.
Outside the mandate, ang isang sinasabi yata ng complaint is outside the mandate of PAO, and also may allegations, no, of corruption. Of course, that will have to undergo the process.
Of
No?
course.
It is filed with the ombudsman. It is part of it is an administrative matter that is with the ombudsman now.
Right.
Although may yung isang development, merong mga employees naman, ito yung mga mas matataas, mga chiefs of offices yata ito, heads of offices, who have said that they never signed a complaint against the chief PAO, no?
Okay.
So, I guess that will be up to the office of the ombudsman to clarify, no? Naging syempre naging kapansin-pansin dahil alam naman po natin na si Attorney Acosta, very prominent yan sa news. No?
Yes.
She's very newsworthy. Marami siyang mga bitaw. Marami siyang mga
Nagkaroon na rin yun
quotable
ng
quotes.
mga show eh.
Yes.
Na ganyan.
So that's why naging
Na-magnify.
naging tanyag yan sa news.
Okay, so abangan na lang po natin ang updates tungkol dyan.
Yes, oo.
Okay. So meron pa rin tayong pinag-uusapan dahil sa isang pangyayari na involving isang trans woman na hindi pinapasok or parang nabully di umano ng isang janitress sa isang establishmento kung saan gumamit siya ng restroom.
Restroom ng babae. Na pambabae.
At dahil dyan, parang naungkat ulit yung equality bill.
Yes.
Na nabuhay ulit yan sa Senado. Ang SOGI, no?
SOGI bill, yeah.
Ano ang
Quality
SOGI?
bill.
SOGI is, medyo mahaba kasi abbreviation mamaya sasabihin.
Sige.
Okay.
I think the issue here is, of course, preference, no?
Yes,
preference and choice and freedom of the particular person.
Right.
No? And medyo masalimot niyang naiusapan ito, syempre kasi marami tayong pinag-uusapan dito na pwede magkakaiba ng views. No? There are those who are opposed to the bill, and
there are some
who are saying no, we should allow that because it's part of human dignity. No? So, but I think the issue here really was ano yung naging policy nung establishment within a city, Quezon City, that has really expressed a preference towards equality, no? And non-discrimination.
yung SOGI po, sexual orientation and gender identity and expression.
Freedom of a person to identify as she or he wishes. No? Right now, of course, that's a very big issue. No? Yun nga naging item din dun sa news, no? Yung sinasabi ni Senate President Tito Soto na napakadaming letra naman yan. LGBTQIA.
At hindi nilang daw
homo sapiens, no? So, siguro, alam mo naman si...
Mga quotable quotes talaga.
Si Senator Soto, siyempre, tanyag yan sa pagiging humorous, no? Siguro partly nagpapatawa din siya, pero partly siguro nagtatanong din siya, hindi ba pwede nating simplehan na lang?
Oo. Pero may tanong ako na hindi ganun kasimple. Bakit kinasuhan ng janitress si Gretchen, yung involved? Ano yung kasong yun?
Unjust
Unjust
vexation is a felony, it's a crime, no? It is a crime in the revised penal code. Simply put, ito yung kumbaga pang-iinis, pang-aasar, no? Na naistorbo ka dun sa paggalaw mo o trabaho mo o kinalalagyan mo, no? That is simply put what it means, no? Unjust vexation. I think what has happened here, of course, is that nagkaroon ng altercation yung dalawa, no? Yung attendant and of course yung trans woman involved, no? But I think bigger than that is of course the whole issue of non-discrimination, no? I think ang mangyayari, itutuloy yata nila yung kaso. We'll see, no? But I think the important issue here is of course the anti-SOGI bill will be resurrected again, no? And then magkakaroon tayo ng debates uli doon, together with many other issues involving family life and domestic matters, no? For example, same-sex marriages, no, divorce, no, tuloy-tuloy na yan. And you know, maybe one episode natin, pwede natin pag-usapan lahat yan. Magkakakabit-kabit yan, related yung mga issues.
Oo. Pero sa ngayon, yung may public outrage pa kasi na parang sabi sa janitress, drop your ano, no?
Oo. Actually, in favor of both, no? May nagsasabi na ayoko yung ganong situation, no? May nagsasabi na, okay, dapat magkaroon
i-protect yung LGBTQ.
I-protect yung rights, no? So, that's where it is now.
Alright. So any more, ano ba yung mga hot issues natin ngayon?
Yung third, yung si aspiring congressman for the youth sector, si Mr. Cardema, no? Well, alam naman natin na naudlot yung kanyang
pagiging youth
youth representative under the party list Duterte Youth, no?
Yes.
So ngayon ang issue ngayon is syempre hindi niya tinatanggap yung pagkatalo niya, gusto niya ngayon i-appeal, no?
Correct.
Well, may legal remedies tayo doon. Yung COMELEC decision can always be appealed. It can go to the NBank, and from the NBank, it can go up.
Ano yung maaapila niya doon kung clear naman na ang sinasabi na ang youth rep ay 30 and below lamang?
Well, of course, ang issue doon is partly yung qualifications niya, but also partly yung timing ng substitution. Kasi may issue of the timing of the substitution, kung kailan niya ginawa yung substitution. So those are matters that can be raised on appeal, no, to the first to the COMELEC acting as an NBank, meaning kasi ito division lang ito, no?
Correct.
3 commissioners. Ngayon pwede pa niya iakyat yun sa lahat ng commissioners ng COMELEC. Kung ano maging decision doon, pwede umakyat uli yan. Halimbawa ma-sustain, no, manalo yung ma-sustain yung disqualification. Sabi na hindi pa pwede makaupo si Mr. Cardema, pwede niya iakyat yun, no?
Pero pwede bang ground din yung sinasabi na espousing violence siya dahil sa mga di umanong threats na natatanggap ng isang COMELEC commission galing sa
siguro magkaibang issue yun. Hindi yan directly related dito sa issue
sa issue na
depende kung si COMELEC Commissioner Guanzon, medyo outspoken din yun, no? Siyempre kung may proof siya, she can always file, no, the appropriate cases if she would deem that to be appropriate.
Right. Okay. Ngayong umaga, anong pag-uusapan natin, Attorney Ted?
Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayong umaga, ang mga batas ukol sa piracy, specifically counterfeiting goods o mga pekeng produkto, no?
O tao. Pwede ba pekeng tao rin?
Yeah, kanina pinag-usapan natin yun.
Pekeng balita.
Pekeng balita, pekeng tao. Siguro ibang episode yun. Yung
Lahat
pekeng
ng
balita.
peke.
Yung pekeng tao, ibang episode din yun. Pero para tulungan tayo ipaliwanag ang mga ito, mga kasama natin sa studio, 2 bisita natin. Yung isa, nagbabalik, no? Attorney Teodoro Pasco. Katukayo ko to.
Attorney Teddy?
Attorney Teddy, Deputy Director General ng Intellectual Property Office ng Pilipinas. At si Engineer June Arquiza mula sa Laban Consumer Incorporated, a consumer advocacy. Welcome, Attorney Teddy. Engineer June, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Pag-usapan na muna natin, ano ba ang pinaka-basic questions natin pagdating sa mga ganitong counterfeit,
Maybe
fake?
for the IPO, no,
Oo,
Deputy
sige,
Director
IPO.
General at si Attorney Teddy. Maybe you can take us through a few of the terms na
Correct.
pinag-usapan. Una, counterfeit, no? Siyempre sinasabi natin dito, pekeng produkto. Pero ganun lang ba kasimple ang definition ng counterfeit?
Siguro mag one step na pabalik lang ako.
Okay.
Ano yung intellectual property?
Yes,
Ayun,
that's
tayo
a good
po.
point. Oo.
Ang intellectual property ay ang sabi namin kami ang nag-coin nito, yamang isip.
Yamang
Yamang
isip.
isip.
That's a good,
Ganda niya.
Pag
that's a
nasa
good
isip mo pa lang,
description.
hindi yan intellectual property. It has to be expressed. Like,
Okay.
for example, makaisip ka ng
Term.
himig.
Himig.
Makaisip ka ng salita, mga salitang,
Kataga.
lalo na yung mga nasa pag-ibig,
Oo.
kataga. Hanggang hindi mo na igagawa yan sa isang kanta, nasa isip mo pa lang, wala kang proprotektahan. Wala kang
Makinig ka, Chi.
right.
Si Chi kasi
Oo nga.
sinusulat ng kanta to.
Ayan,
Yun.
oo.
Singer and composer to si
So,
Chi.
ibig mo sabihin ba, kapag nasa isip mo, para wag gayahin ng iba, wag mo nang palabas sa isip mo.
Okay.
Eh, sino naman makakaalam ng kanta?
Nasa isip mo
Nasa
yun.
isip
Isip
mo
mo
lang,
yun,
di ba?
oo.
Unless you're
Okay.
Superman, na you can read the mind, no?
Kunwari ho, nagawa ko na, meron na ako isang awiting nagawa.
Yan, intellectual property yan.
So how?
From
How
that
do I
point,
protect
from
that?
that point.
Oo.
Di
From
ba?
that point, intellectual property yan. Pag nahimig mo ng gano'n, nasulat mo na.
Nasulat ko na.
Oo. Yan ay intellectual property. I cited a little bit more unusual in the sense na isa itong intellectual property na bukod dun sa ibang intellectual property.
Aha.
Yung ibang intellectual property, usually we identify it to industry.
Yes.
Yan
Okay.
yung patent,
Right.
trademark, utility model,
Yes.
o industrial design.
Okay.
Pati ba trade name kasama dyan?
Yes, trademark, trade name, business name.
Business
yeah.
names.
They're
yes.
all under trademark.
Right.
Yan.
Oo.
So these are all industrial. What we say these are all basically intended for industry.
Okay.
The other one is copyright, not necessarily for industry.
Yes.
Diba? For just to watch.
Pwedeng personal.
Personal, o di kaya just to relax or
Oo.
di ba yung kumisa yung mga nasa kanto
Oo,
nagkakantaan na ganyan.
nagko-compose sila on the fly,
Oo.
no?
Ganun lang
So
yan.
parang kunwari gusto ko, ang ganda ng nagawa ko Gusto ko
Oo.
itong gawing, like maybe isasubmit ko sa isang singer para, so
Oo,
pwede ko
kanta
yung i-protect.
Ang maganda diyan, ang copyright hindi katulad ng ibang intellectual property.
Yes.
Kasi ito, you have the ownership at the time of creation.
Hindi mo na kailangan i-rehistro.
Yes.
Oo. So,
Talaga?
yung katulad nung example mo kanina,
Yung
no?
apat na yun.
Halimbawa, gumawa si Chi ng kanta.
Oo.
Tapos pagkagawa ng kanta na yun, protektado
Sa'yo
na
na
yun.
yun.
Sa
Oo,
kanya na yun.
sa'yo
No?
na yun.
Kinikilala yun na
Yes.
kanya yun.
You don't even need to have it deposited.
Right.
Oo.
Deposit is merely something for recordal purposes. It's an additional evidence na ikaw nga ang gumawa nun.
Okay.
Pero kahit na walang deposit, sa'yo yun. If you can prove, di ba, kunyari may narinig mo sa TV o sa radyo, "Uy, kanta ko yun
Correct.
O di kaya kinopya nung jingle nung isang politiko dahil eleksyon na naman.
Nagkaroon ng
Layo
issue
pa,
na gano'n
no?
nung eleksyon. Sabi ni Raymond Marasigan ng
So
Eraserhead.
ano yung mga steps na pwede kong gawin kung narinig ko bigla, ay teka, kanta ko yun
Ang problema kasi sa atin mga Pilipino, una, hindi tayo confrontational sa ating
Ayun
kultura.
lang.
Yes.
Pangalawa, we are not really careful to protect certain rights that we have, no? Kaya yun, it seeps in the culture, or from the culture that we have, it seeps in from the education that we have. Ito ba'y tinuro sa atin ang element ano na lang, yung panahon ko, hindi wala yun. You're younger, so I hope it would reach you earlier than it reached me.
Okay.
No? So, hindi alam ng mga bata yan eh. Kaya nga ang problema dyan, hindi na sila nabibigyan ng oportunidad na sabihin, hindi ko pala ako dapat bumili ng fake o kopya.
Sige.
Wala na eh.
Bago tayo pumunta doon, balikan natin yung definition. Paano natin nasasabing peke? Counterfeit ba? Ibig sabihin nun, peke?
Yes.
Pag sinabi natin counterfeit,
Because it's not
peke
the
yun.
original, it's not the
original.
genuine. Yes.
Okay.
So, halimbawa, merong isang bagay na alam natin gawa sa labas ng bansa. No? Tapos may makikita tayo na kapareho nun. Kapareho. Pero alam natin na hindi gawa dito. Masasabi na ba natin yun na counterfeit yun?
Not
How do we
necessarily.
know if
There are
something is
indexes to understand kung yan ay counterfeit. Kaya nga, is it within the parameter ng intellectual property.
Yes.
Kung for example, patent nga ba yan? So it has to be an invention, duly registered, tested, and then registered. Ang tawag diyan, pag dumaan sa proseso ng intellectual property office, and that takes, ngayon, ang turnaround time namin, umabot kami ng 48 months.
48?
48.
So that's 2 years?
determine.
To be able to finally say that that is patentable.
I see. Patentable. Okay.
Kasi may examination yan. Imagine how many millions of inventions exist all over the world.
Right.
Correct.
Ang capability namin is to go to the internet. Meron kaming data na na-access through the World Intellectual Property. Doon nakalagay, kunyari, chinelas. Chinelas. Ano pa yung mga sub invention yan. No? So, yan, ini-examine yan nung examiner. Such that at the time na sabihin niya, walang kakopya, but more importantly, yan by novel. Bago ba yan?
Oo.
Diba?
Kasi yung, speaking of chinelas po, attorney, kasi yung customs, meron silang na-seize na mga
Oo, may
fake
mga
na
nasabat.
chinelas eh.
Oo.
Di ba yung Havaianas, it's a popular brand.
Yes.
May na-seize sila na fake. So, how do they know that it's fake right away? Like, paano
Baka letter B yung nakalagay. Hindi B.
Haba.
Yan.
Meron kaming association with the Bureau of Customs.
Right.
In fact, there is such a group you call the National Committee on Intellectual Property. This is a group composed of 12 agencies, and hopefully we will be increasing when the heads of the agencies will be meeting this September. Kasi the Secretary of the DTI, who is the head, I feel is the chairman, he will be the one to preside, and there is already a resolution that we have crafted to be brought to their attention para idagdag ang BIR at saka Bureau of Immigration.
Yung sa screen natin, nakikita natin yung sinasabi ni Chi, no, na nasabat na
Nasabat,
di umano'y pekeng,
Pero V yan,
Havaianas.
V.
Pero V. Tama naman ang spelling, di ba?
Oo.
Pero siguro bago tayo magpatuloy, meron lang tayong very short break, pero pagpatuloy natin usapan, pero puntahan natin si Engineer June mamaya, no?
Okay.
From the point of view naman of the consumers and the advocates, no? On this issue.
Alright.
Magbabalik kami. We'll have a short break. Okay, welcome back mga kapatid. Kayo ay nakatutok pa rin sa Usapang Kapated, ang programa naghihimay ng mga batas na dapat ninyong malaman bago ang demandahan. We are on Cignal TV Channel 6. Live din tayo sa 1PH Facebook page at YouTube. Kung meron kayong mga katanungan, comments, huwag pong mahiyang mag-comment sa ating Facebook page. Kasama pa rin natin si Atty. Teddy Pascua, Deputy Director General ng Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, at Engineer June Arquiza mula sa Laban Consumer. Sabi natin kanina before the break, we will ask Attorney June, apparently who has very good relationships with our other guests kasi magkasama silang matagal na matagal. They're still in the same line of work.
Correct.
In terms of the consumer angle naman po, Engineer June, ano naman po ang take nyo dito sa issue ng counterfeiting, pamemeke ng mga produkto?
Marami hong mga aspect ko, no? Ang una ho yung safety at security ho ng consumer.
Yes.
Okay.
For example, ho, pagka ho mga nilalagay sa katawan, yung mga drugs that we take,
Yes,
medicines, yung mga cosmetics. Kaya nga sabi ko sa pamilya ko, iwasan ho yung mga goods coming from some countries which don't have good standards for their products na
For
ine-export.
testing, yung tinetest.
Oo, yung hindi na-test, yung
sigurado
mga
kung
not
safe.
certified, yung mga product.
Oo.
Pagka ho kasi lalagyan natin sa katawan, o kaya kinakain
It could
natin.
be toxic.
Yeah, it could really affect our health. No? Another one is when pagka ako tumitingin kung fake yung product o hindi. One is the packaging, the labeling.
Okay.
Oh, yung quality of packaging, the labeling. Are there yung mga yung holograms that
I see.
mga ganon.
Okay.
So,
Are there standards po for that? Are there standard packaging? Yung ginamit ni Attorney Teddy kanina yung word na parang index, no? May mga index ba tayo na makikita? Pag meron gano'n, alam natin na tunay yan, hindi peke yan.
mahirap din ho masabi. But usually, yun ho kasi mga nagpepeke to make it cheap. Even their packaging is cheap.
Ginagaya.
Cheap,
Gaya.
that's right.
Oo, they're
Or
not
they
able
really
to copy.
tell you it's Class A.
Yun.
really
But,
tell
is our Class A items real?
Counterfeit,
Or
counterfeit.
are they considered counterfeit? Or ano ba yan?
Oo.
It's hard to classify yun ho yung mga Class A, Class B. No? I'm not exactly very particular about those areas. No? Dahil kung kinlassify na nila yon, you know what you're buying already. They say Class
Pero ibig
B,
sabihin
Class
galing sa
A.
kanila yun. Pwede nilang sabihin Class A.
Oo.
Galing sa kanila
Pag
yun.
sinabi nila yung attorney Ted, usually they're admitting that it's fake but it's Class A, so you
Yeah.
don't look
May
fake.
konting
Parang disclaimer na
kaagad.
Oo. And parang kumbaga alam na rin ng consumer na fake yung binibili niya.
Oo.
And speaking of that, if I am a consumer and I know it's already Class A or fake or counterfeit, and if I still buy it,
Yeah, you take a risk.
So,
your own
ano-
risk.
So wala kang
Ako ba-
recourse, wala kang remedyo.
Wala ho. Oo.
Wala kang
wala
remedyo.
kang recourse, alam mo na eh. Pero
Alam
ako
na.
po ba, Attorney Ted, Attorney Teddy, meron ba akong parang nilalabag sa batas kung nag-support ako ng mga peking goods? Na alam ko.
Siguro yung current people who are affected, like the workers.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi kung dumami ang counterfeit ng isang produkto, yung legal na nagpo-produce nun, naapektuhan rin dahil
Kasi
yung sales
malulugi yun.
bababa.
Bababa ang sales.
Eh di
Oo.
tatanggalin mo yung ibang
Correct.
employees mo kung kumita. Pangalawa, gobyerno, magagalit rin sa'yo.
Taxes.
Dahil yung probable taxes na pwede nilang kunin dahil in all likelihood,
Hindi
yung mga
nagbabayad.
counterfeit, di nagbabayad ng tax yan.
Tama
Nagbabayad
yan.
yan. Kaya, and then finally, di kinabukasan or yung susunod na sanlahi magagalit sa iyo.
Oo.
Dahil it is their future sana to have a better society, better technology, all the better in life. But then you intervene. And
Yes.
perhaps delayed if not prevented.
In fact, makikita mo yan dun, pag manood ka ng sine, di ba may isang parang commercial.
Commercial.
Sila. Mga
Ay, oo.
sikat na sikat yung mga nandun.
Oo.
Yung isang artista dun, sikat na sikat,
Oo,
di ba?
oo.
So, yun, kinukwento nila yun kung anong pwede mangyari. No? Ano
Just
yung
in case
epekto, ano yung effect pag namirata ka ng movies,
Yeah,
namirata ka ng video games,
Oo.
di ba? Namirata ka ng kanta, yung gano'n, no? Apektado, marami apektado.
Ang worst doon, kung katulad ng sinasabi niyang kasama ko dito, kung gamot yan.
Yes.
Kung
Oo.
baro, tsinelas, o
Sige,
whatever
oo.
you wear, perhaps hindi ka immediately affected. Pero kung
Pagkain,
pinapasok mo yan sa bibig mo, wala ka na.
Delikado.
Kung gamot, kung placebo lang yan, di
Yes.
ka gagaling. Kung kulang ang effectivity niyan, edi hindi ka nga gagaling, nai-immune ka pa, yung germs mo nai-immune pa doon. Worse is kung yan ay poison.
Kung poison, kung
Yeah.
toxic. Oo.
So, ang tanong ko, paano po ba nga, lahat po na pinag-uusapan natin ng mga fake goods, paano ba talaga nakakapasok yan sa bansa? Posible po bang dito yan ginagawa, mina-manufacture?
Yeah.
Or meron ba tayong mga padulas na kaya nakakapasok itong mga goods na to na
Engineer
fake?
Jun, no?
They come in all manners, no? Pwede kong nai-import, pero pwede rin may gumagawa dito ng
Dito.
mga fake na yan
Oo.
eh. Oo.
I remember naging issue yan before, yung mga movies, di ba? Alam ng mga tao kung saan pumunta
Kung saan
para
pupunta
kumuha.
para pumili.
Hindi ko na sasabihin kung saan, pero alam kung nasaan pupunta.
Nung uso pa yung DVD.
Oh, DVD.
Software dati, mga
Right,
software.
right.
Ngayon, iba na.
Oo.
Ngayon, hindi na yung DVD
Digital,
o yung
Streaming na.
Streaming na.
torrent.
Yung black box.
Torrent,
Yeah.
black box.
o yung mga
yes.
pirate something, ganon.
Oo.
So, paano nangyayari yan? At paano natin mahuhuli ang mga gumagawa niyan?
Siguro ang sisimulan ko, no, kasi we were in the enforcement. Yung NCIPR
Yes,
at IPOFIL, they are in the enforcement section also.
Okay.
Ang importante talaga ay education.
Yes.
Where there is no demand, there is no supply.
Right.
Kung alam ng tao na hindi dapat siya bumili nito, gumamit nitong mga ganito, eh di siguro mababawasan ng higit na marami ang gagamit niyan. Eh sino ba magbebenta dito kung di ka kikita?
But can we also educate the people on what are the laws that, for example, protect those rights? No? From IPO po, Attorney Teddy, ano yung mga pangunahing mga batas na pumoprotekta or
Laban sa
laban sa mga
pekeng
pekeng products, no?
Yung
I know
unang-
there's the IP code, right?
Yung IP code 8293,
Republican 8293.
8293, nandiyan yan. That's basically the manual.
The primary law.
The primary law for intellectual property.
Right.
Meron din dyan, kasi covered niya na yung apat na sinabi ko,
Yes.
including copyright.
Right.
Yan.
Okay.
Meron rin po dyan yung tariff, the new modernization ng Tariff and Customs Code.
Yes.
Okay.
No? So, pati doon, minimension ang prevention at protection ng IP.
Yes.
No? So, those ones are basically the materials that you have. The other ones, they are tangential, like yung Cheaper Medicines Act. Because there are references doon na dati-dati, kung ikaw talaga yung mag-import dito, eh doon sometimes allowed ang parallel importation.
Yes.
That's also affecting in a way yung exclusive right nung, not perhaps for the trademark, but for the exclusive right to market. No? Pero yun, allowed yun. And then there's the issue of the Philippine Competition Commission.
Okay.
No? Although yun naman ay again a little bit tangential, hindi naman talaga siya sapul sa intellectual property. Pero ang dinideal naman nun, do not use your dominant position in respect to exercise. Like if it could be found that ang intellectual property mo, it makes you dominant,
Correct.
there's a way or limit to the exercise of that intellectual property.
So pwedeng ibalanse.
Oo.
So, para individual.
I'll take parang devil's advocate.
Okay.
No?
Angel na lang.
Natumbok mo kanina, Attorney Teddy, yung issue ng cost. No? Kasi, and I think Engineer June would also know this. No? For example, many of these things, no, these goods, for example, they are imported. No? Marami siya imported. No? And so they have costs that are, connected to it. Branding, no?
Packaging.
Registration, packaging, no? So, kasama yan. So, yung alabas, mahal, no?
Yeah, market
Ngayon,
expense, yeah.
kung ikaw yung consumer na wala ka naman masyadong pera para dyan, gusto mo lang naman na may sapatos ka na kapareho lang yan. Kamukha niyan, no? Yung kumbaga, para masabi ko man lang sa kaklase ko na meron din akong sapatos na ganyan, no? Wala naman akong inaagrabyadong ibang tao, kapwa ko tao, no? Pag bumili ako ng sapatos na ganun. Mas mura. Laki ng mura eh. Paano naman yun? Engineer June, Attorney Teddy. How would we siguro try to balance, no? Yung pinoprotektahan ng batas, and there are very valid reasons, as you pointed out, no? Security, safety, no? Of course, government revenue, no? But for example, you're a simple consumer. I don't have a lot of money. I just want to be able to wear something that looks like
That's
that.
similar.
At ang siguro napaperwisyo ko, yung mga malalaking kumpanya sa labas ng bansa.
Grabe ka talaga.
Paano naman po yun?
I'll look at it this way, it's a very contentious position.
Yes.
In fact, there have been studies that are saying that yung pagiging mahigpit sa intellectual property sometimes works against the developing countries.
Yes.
Okay.
There works like that. But I think what's important dyan ay other factors other than that. For example, yung atin kabataan or ang atin bansa ba ay meron sufficienting or enough issue of magiging makabayan. Nationalistic ba tayo? Di ba?
Yung supporting our local
kanina may kausap ko, sabi ko nga, nung bata kami, ang tibay yan Pilipino
Ang tibay,
yun. Yung shoes na
Hindi
yun.
habayanas.
Hindi habayanan.
Tama yun, ang tibay.
Hindi na suportahan maigi,
Tama.
perhaps,
Correct.
I'm
Yes.
just saying. Kunwari, yung mga sundalo, ilan libo yan? Bakit ka kailangan mag-import? Dahil mura? Di kunin mo na yung ang tibay.
Gawang,
Gawa
gawang
natin,
Pilipino.
pag nag-develop sila, gumanda yung makina nila, bababa ang cost nila.
Tama.
Okay. The other one that we could put in there is, aside from nationalism, is your value system.
Yes.
Diba? We did the survey dyan, Atty. Ted. We did a, how do you call, not we, but one of our partner agencies did a survey. We usually do capacity building for law enforcement agencies and prosecutors, mga fiscals.
Okay.
And then they did a survey, and nakakatawang makita yung, not nakakatawa, but enlightening.
Okay.
Makita yung ganyan na sinasabi ninyo. Una, sinasabi nila, kami sir, basta kung ano yung mura.
Yun.
Number one.
Oo.
Number two, sabi nga nila, total naman, it seems that the enforcement issue is not that strong. Hindi namin alam masyado na yung pala violation na ng batas.
Tama yun.
So, if I may use ignorance or lack of knowledge, and that really destroys any nation. Any nation na mababa ang educational system, talaga masisira ka. Madali kang pasukan. So, I think these things should factor in other than just coming in of a counterfeit.
Nabanggit mo yung support to local industry. I remember, when I was in college, may isang brand ng sapatos na running shoes na local.
Okay.
Ang tawag doon, botak.
Botak?
Baliktad ng
Nabutak
takbo. No?
Wow.
Sapatos, pati
70s
yung
to
shorts
70s.
and yung mga damit, no? Kompleto yun, no? And may mga gumagamit noon. Pag nakikita nila yung sapatos, ano sapatos na yan? Hindi ko na-recognize.
Pero maganda ba?
Maganda. Meron ako
yun.
noon kasi nga mura. At that time, mahal yung mga nakikita mo, yung mga tatlong stripe, yung ganun, may swoosh na ganun. Mahal yun eh. No? So yun, mura yun. Kailangan ko yun sa PE. So sa physical education, kailangan mo ng...
So yun ang binili mo?
Yun ang binili ko. Sa mura yun eh.
Di ba?
Pero local yun. But I think that was a very good point that in order to also, spur local industry, maybe kailangan din supportan yung gano'n, no? For example, kilala yung isang bayan natin na nagbebenta ng magagandang mga sapatos.
Correct.
No? World class. Supportahan yun.
Tinutulungan na nga
Tinutulungan
ng
dapat.
DTI yan.
Yes, totoo yan.
Meron
Nagde-develop
silang
na.
shared service facility doon
Yes.
na how to make that product
Yeah.
if you don't want to mention.
Di ba, dinedevelop mo na yung brand nila? Tinutulungan na natin silang i-package para pagandahin.
Ang problema, do we cater to them as consumers?
That's true.
Or
Are we still,
Yes.
are we still,
Preference. Yan.
tama. Preference and choice.
Teka lang, mag-break muna tayo. Kasi marami pa akong tatanungin maya-maya.
Sige.
So, manatili po kayo nakatutok sa Cignal TV Channel 6. Live din po tayo sa Facebook page at YouTube ng 1PH. Welcome back po mga kapatid. Kayo ay nakatutok sa Usapang Kapatid, ang programa naghihimay ng mga batas na dapat niyong malaman bago ang demandahan. Pagpatuloy na po natin ang ating usapan tungkol sa batas at karapatan ukol sa counterfeit goods. So kasama pa rin po natin si Attorney Teddy at si Engineer June. Okay. So pag-usapan muna natin yung sabi ni Direk ay meron tayong mga ipapakitang
papakita natin mga...
ang tawag Japex or fake katulad po ng
Joy Rule B.
Joy Rule B.
Oo.
Ang pekeng Jollibee.
Ang pekeng Jollibee. Paano mga...
Saan ito?
I think that's in China.
Sa China to.
Oh, that's in China.
Pero kamukhang-kamukha naman ang ating mascot.
Oo. Although yung letters, hindi siya eksakto.
Hindi talaga.
Joyful B, pero...
Joyful B o Joy Rule B?
Joyful B. Joy Rule
R.
B.
Oo.
R.
So katulad ito ay counterfeit brand. Ano ba? How do we
Paano nga pala yan,
tawag po dyan?
Attorney Teddy?
That's counterfeit in the sense that it is confusingly similar to the
Yes.
original.
So that's the
Okay.
standard, di ba?
Yes,
That's
it
the
could be
standard.
confusingly similar. I understand the original owners of this, yung Jollibee Corporation, they've registered their trademarks also in China.
Yes.
And they're going to take
So may
action.
claim sila doon, di ba? They can make a claim. Kung hindi sila nagrehistro, paano yun?
Hindi pwede.
Hindi pwede.
Generally, hindi pwede. Kasi ang intellectual property is territorial by
Yes,
nature.
that's right.
Okay.
Oo. So, kung nyari, gusto mong i-market ang produkto mo sa Japan, may patent ka dito,
Correct.
i-register mo rin doon. Unless you are within the PCT,
Yes.
yung
Can we define that,
international-
PCT?
Yung mga Paris Convention Treaty, yung may
yun.
mga international agreement that allows multi-registration even if you register only in one country. So you don't need to go there. Sabihin mo lang, I want to cover in my application
The following
countries 1, 2,
countries.
3, 4, 5. Oh.
Parang kung gusto kong magtayo doon ng mga
Yes.
So ang
brand.
standard kasi doon is yung confusing similarity. Yung
Oo.
kumbaga
That's the trademark, yes.
yung trademark. Kumbaga hindi naman sa maloloko ka, pero parang sabihin mo, ay, ito siguro 'yun.
Yes.
Ito siguro 'yun. Oo. Sige, meron pa yata isa.
Meron pa tayo isa eh.
Hanananas.
Alam mo,
parang habayanas.
confusingly rin to kasi yung font medyo similar,
Pareho, oo.
sounds like, so this is another fake branding.
Oo.
Can I say that? Can I actually claim that it's
Well, it's not
fake?
the brand that we know of.
But
no?
it's confusingly
It's
similar.
Oo.
It can confuse the consumer.
So may nilalabag tayo dun sa mga Republic Acts na na-mention natin kanina dyan.
It could be.
It could be.
You have to go
Yes.
to the process of proving that it can create confusing similarity or it is that it can cause damage to
To
the
the-
original.
Original.
Where will the registered owner file that sa
Yeah,
inyo?
where?
Where the violation occurred, you have several remedies. You can either go to court or go to the Intellectual Property Office for administrative remedies.
Yes.
Administrative
And included doon sa administrative remedies is what? Pweding pigilan.
Okay. Yes, cease and desist.
Cease and desist,
Meron rin damages that can be granted. And then, it can also order, once it's already ordered to be confiscated, it can also order the destruction of it
Para hindi na magamit ulit.
or the disposal of it.
Pero for
okay,
example,
okay.
yung namang nasa ibang bansa, no? Registered siya doon. So may karapatan siyang habulin, no? Yung halimbawa, yung Joy Rule B, nakita natin, no?
Ang sakit
Yung
sa
owner
bangs.
noon, yung owner noon, Jollibee, we know, no?
Okay.
Nakarehistro siya doon sa China, pwede niyang habulin 'yon.
Yes.
Kasama doon sa remedies na yun, ay yun, no? Pwedeng pigilan, pwedeng ibaba yung sign.
Okay.
And then, babayaran siya ng damages. Ngayon, kung meron mga items doon na binabana, you can destroy that
Okay. May mga fake logos din po eh. No, meron ba tayo may papakita
Yun,
fake
Michael
logo?
Jordan. Yung
Ayan,
sikat yan, Michael
finake
Jordan
nila.
Yung,
Gano'n ka
yan,
fake?
yan.
Ano?
That actually looks like
It looks the
the
same.
logo except that baliktad.
Baliktad ba?
Naka-face dapat sa kabilang side. Tapos may
at saka merong
mas pronounced yung mas
kayang
pronounced
behind,
yung
ang behind.
Oo.
Oo. Oo nga no. So pag ganito again, parang looks like.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
So you would think, 'di ba, na
You would
pareho.
think. So si Engineer June kanina may sinasabi. So katulad ngayon, parang yan, counterfeit branding, sounds like, looks like, o ano man. Meron pa po ba tayong ibang mga ganyang kaso na fake claims For example, itong
yan.
bagong machine na to ay nakakapagpagaling ng lahat ng sakit, ganyan.
No.
How do we know if that's
It
real?
can cure everything.
If it can cure
Ah,
everything,
well,
your
una-
love life or whatever.
Well, una-una ho, naging sikat na fake sa atin yung mga energy savers eh.
Okay.
Ay,
It ran
oo.
for many years.
Ano yung mga ilaw? Mga...
Hindi, yung
Yung
pa-plug niya sa
isasaksak
ano.
mo sa isasaksak
Oo
mo.
nga,
Oo.
totoo ba yan?
20%.
Parang, totoo po ba yan?
Bababa daw yung
You know,
konsumo ng
that-
kuryente mo.
Oo,
Oo.
those are fake.
Bumili
you
po
know.
ba kayo nun?
No, I knew it was wrong. In fact, I've been reporting it. I reported it to some agencies sa DTI
Right.
with Meralco.
Ako,
You know, walang action na nagawa for many years, no? So looks like even the professional association, mga let's say mga EE practitioners, why would they not
Take
take
action.
action?
Right.
Diba? I think that's one area that we are afraid of, no? Yung take action. Another one is yung mga iba-iba pang claims, no? Like yung mga may patent daw sila.
Okay.
And then if you review the patent, it doesn't really support yung kiniklaim ng
Kiniklaim.
product. Oo.
For example po, kunwari, ano yung nasa ano yung patent? Tapos ano yung...
Yung patent is, for example, is about electronic circuit, no? May, kunyari, itong circuit na to, ganito pagkakadesign ko ng circuit na to, and then, claim na dahil itong circuit na dinesign ko na to, pagka ginawa itong into a gadget, then when you apply it in your body, nakakagaling na ito na iba-ibang sakit.
Pero wala
there's
yun
no
dun sa
study.
claim. Oo.
It may be partly in the claim. Unfortunately, wala namang hindi siya sa standard na dapat na prove na nakakagaling yun.
Kumbaga, hindi
Walang
logical.
research, walang study. Yeah. Kasi sometimes sa patent, claim lang eh.
Yes.
Na it affects yung mga cellular ng mga body. You know?
The system that we have is all claims must be tested, and secondly, it should show proof of the tests.
The test.
Yeah.
I see.
So, unfortunately,
Like pharmaceuticals, sabihin mo, this is good for this kind of illness.
Correct.
May study na sinasubmit sila dyan,
Right.
which can
To
be
show.
verified.
Yes.
Oo. And can be
And
counter-checked.
scientifically proven dapat
Yeah.
yun, di ba? Bago ni-allow yung patent, right?
That's only the patent.
Only
Now,
the
to
patent.
market that, it's
Iba
another
pa yun.
thing. You go to FDA.
FDA yun. FDA pa yun. Iba pa yun. Tama
Meron
yun.
din silang testing na gagawin to show that katulad nga no, siguro hindi dumaan sa FDA dahil sinasabi niya makakagaling.
Yeah.
If it's body, that's something that FDA would definitely...
Ipaliwanag lang natin yung diferensya, no? Kasi kanina sinasabi ni Engineer June at ni Atty. Teddy, yung patent, no? Yung patent, ina-applyan mo yan pag may bago kang kinreate, di ba? May invention
Yes.
ka, may design ka, no? May technology. Pag bago, pwede mo i-patent yon. Ngayon, pag may dinagdag ka doon, panibagong patent yon, di ba?
Panibagong patent.
To a certain
To a
degree,
certain
it can.
degree.
Depende
Because it can
kung-
become a different thing.
Yes.
Yes. Pag yung kanina sinabi ni Engineer June, merong patented na gamit, pinagsama mo sa isa pang gamit, at pag kinagkabit mo, bagong bagay yun, kailangan mo i-patent yun. So for example, it's a non-pharmaceutical patent,
Okay.
dinagdag mo sa isang bagay, naging pharmaceutical object siya, kailangan mo i-patent na hiwalay yun, di ba?
Yes.
And then itatest mo for the patent, meaning newness, bago, pero itatest mo din yung medicinal,
Yes.
doon naman sa FDA. Hindi sa inyo yun.
Hindi, pero when they make it as a claim,
Yes.
that if you add this and this,
You
it
have to
will...
test it.
You have to test
You have to test.
And again, the proof that it can deliver such claims.
Yes.
should be research.
Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun, Attorney Teddy, pag pinayagan nyo sa IPO, let's say isang pharmaceutical aspect, no? Pag pinayagan nyo, hindi ibig sabihin nun binding automatically sa FDA. No. Sasabihin ng FDA, umuo na yung IPO, okay na kami
Hindi.
dyan.
No.
Iba
So
pa
they
yun,
have
di ba?
their own.
Iba pa
Yes.
yun.
So pwedeng hindi pumasa. sa
Pwedeng hindi
FDA.
pumasa. Kahit na pumasa sa IPO,
Okay.
pwedeng hindi pumasa sa FDA.
Okay. So paano po ba irereklamo ang yung nagbebenta ng fake items? Kuwari ako, kuwari bumili ako online. It had may claims doon na like, original, ganito.
Ito, malapit na yung Pasko kasi malapit na mag-September.
Oo, marami na to.
Christmas lights.
Oh,
Yan,
Christmas
magmadalas
lights or
yan.
even
Kasi
gifts,
magkakasunog yan eh.
even let's say cosmetics that I want to gift to my
Right.
fam, kung if I find out that they're fake, they're not safe
Up to
or
standard.
tested up to standard, how do I complain and where do I
Sa atin ho, yung mga electronic things, for example, no? Dumadaan ho dapat yan sa approval ng ng DOST, dahil PS, no? Nilalagyan
Alright,
ng
yung
PS
PS,
mark.
that's right.
Oo.
PS mark.
Unfortunately nga, may nagpe-fake din ng mga
Pati
PS
PS mark nagagaya, di ba? Ginagaya nila yun.
Tama ho,
Ano
yun
yan?
nga.
Oo.
Oo, so yun.
Ayan,
But you can check with DTI
Okay.
if the PS mark is authentic or credible.
But
How?
but-
Online?
yeah.
Yes, I know they have, before I left there was a listing of, for example, anong PS number.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
check that online.
Ayan na.
So, yung bang mga ganon, yung mga security marks, no? PS mark, for example, nag-a-adapt din ba yan sa new technology? Kasi, pabago ng babago yung technology, di ba? The technology is being used actually to avoid yung mga ganon, di ba? Yung bang mga PS mark na ganyan, yung mga dati, hologram pa yan eh. Nagbabago din ba yan? Ina-update ba yan?
Maganda ho
to
ngayon
avoid?
because we're online, no?
Yes.
If they can put some, let's say, registration number on those online, on those stickers that they put on, they can verify it online. Kamukha rin ho yung mga certificate ini-issue
Right.
ng TESDA. Maring yung iba, gumagawa lang ng mga Xerox copy. O,
Correct, tama.
Alam niya, sa
Oo.
recto copy.
Tama yun, tama yun.
But now that we have, online things, pwedeng
Pwede na i-check. Wait,
i-check.
speaking of recto or meron mga nagpepeke ng mga
Lahat
ng mga
ng
title na suddenly attorney na ako, engineer
Ay, oo,
na ako,
oo,
umasa na ako sa ganito. Pero saglit po muna natin puputuloy ng ating diskusyon. Manatili po nakatutok. Cignal TV Channel 6 at live streaming po sa OnePH, Facebook and YouTube.
Back mga kapatid, kayo ay nakatutok pa rin sa Usapang Kapated, ang programa naghihimay ng mga batas na dapat ninyong malaman bago ang demandahan. Pagpatuloy po natin ang usapan. Chi, meron kang
Mga
pending question
Oo,
kanina.
paano po ang mga pumipeke ng kanilang mga title, engineer, doktor, diba kwak-kwak lang pala pero merong nakuhang. Paano po yan? At saka anong legal implications niyan?
PRC. No? Kung professional kasi, PRC. Ano si
Sige,
engineer. Engineer siya.
Yun naman ho iba, they get a title from experienced institution na magiging doktor na sila o PhD sila. They're also,
Why do people do that?
those,
I don't get it. Hindi, kasi ba't mo
Siguro
kailangan
matin-
i-fake na ano ka?
Siguro matinding pangangailangan.
May kilala po kasi ako na bata na hindi graduate pero pati diploma niya fake, that may college degree siya, ganyan.
It's part of marketing. That means if
Marketing,
you're
yeah.
marketing a medical product, di ba? Then it gives you more credence, di ba? If you
Meron tayong
Okay.
questions on Facebook. May mga katanungan yata sa Facebook.
Na napakaliit, di namin mabasa.
Hindi namin mabasa.
Pero bago dyan, yung muna, suggestions
Sige.
muna na ni Engineer June.
Kanina,
tungkol,
off the air, Engineer June was giving us some very good suggestions in relation to
Hindi lang
so
ho
that we
kasi
don't need
natin.
to counterfeit. We don't need to
Yeah.
come up with fake products, di ba?
Okay, what's your suggestion?
We have to understand na tayo mga Pilipino, we have more or less the same capacity and ability to also develop our own products.
Baka mga better pa.
Correct.
Sana yung government natin will consider na kaya natin gumawa. For example, nung gumagawa sila ng law on having smoke belching
Smoke
machine, di ba?
Oo,
So
diba?
we need a lot of machines for testing
Right.
for smoke pollution, emission check. They should have promoted the Filipino. Sabi, can you make it locally here? Kasi I work in Singapore for a long time, and that's what they do. When they have a need, they ask the local mona, kaya nyo bang gumawa ng ganito?
bago lumabas.
Bago
Oo,
lumabas, bago
meron pa tayong
mag-import.
kakayanan.
Oo, kasi ngayon
Ayun.
puro trading, puro import ginagawa natin
Oo.
eh. Oo.
Oo.
I think,
Maniwala tayo sa sarili nating kakayanan. Napakahusay ng
So
Pilipino.
if we localize the technology, then no need to
We
counterfeit, no need to
yeah.
di ba?
You
And
can
then
buy, you
when
can buy the
register
sensor.
it
You buy some of the components,
Right.
but you can build it into a,
Build it together.
unique
Dito mo
product.
into an indigenous product, an
Yeah,
original product. Maganda yan. That's a very good
Support
suggestion.
local mga kapatid. At parang yung colonial mentality medyo iwan-iwanan na
Oo,
natin
tama
na,
yun.
na pag hindi gawa dito ay baka hindi magaling.
Oo.
Diba?
Or hindi safe.
Or hindi safe. So,
Meron kaming ginagawa sa IPOFIL. This is what we call the PLRs or Patent Landscape Report. Okay, we
Okay.
do this in conjunction with DOST. DOST supports new technologies in a particular area.
Ooh,
Patent Landscape Reports is we survey a particular identified area and see which patents are already existing. So whatever are not yet existing, we encourage, and DOST gives scholarships or money for those who go to that research
Okay.
which are not yet occupied or have patents. That is the way na mas focus
Tama.
sana
That's
ikaw.
a very good
Oo,
point.
ganyan na
Ganda
nangyayari
yan.
ngayon.
That's
Yan.
good.
And even schools, dapat naman hindi yung term paper tayo ha. O sige, anong term paper mo? O, the history of my name. Eh, sana naman yung talagang tutuon sa
isang-
industriya,
Oo.
yung pagkikinabangan natin.
Oo.
Yes,
Oo.
and can provide
Yes.
advancement.
Yan na ang CHED work naman na yan. And they're trying to go towards that.
oo, yung something that para sa nation building.
Yes.
Tama yan,
din.
tama yan.
Kung kaya batiin natin sa ang
Uy, may mga nakatutok sa atin. Batiin natin sa Facebook sina Rostin Andre Mejia. Magandang umaga po.
From
Sa Davao
Davao.
City, Melissa San Miguel. Hi sa inyong dalawa. Hi din. Good morning, Alex Fuentes. Good morning po sa inyo.
Okay.
Yan. Okay, just a few more sanctions. We mentioned that already.
mga lalabag.
Pwede mong kumpiskahin,
Yes.
pwede mong
May danyos din.
sirain, danyos. May pagkakulong ba yan?
Yes,
May fine ba yan?
Yes, may criminal fine, may criminal liability yan which could be imprisonment or fine. Pero ngayon nasa proseso kami at isasabit na namin sa Kongreso yung amendments na suggestion namin, and bukod sa maraming amendments sa Intellectual Property Code, we want to change yung penalties. Tataasan yan at dodoblehin kung ang iyong paglalabag ay sigun doon sa nakakapekto ng health and well-being ng tao.
tama
See,
po.
okay. Mas mahirap nga
May
yun.
quick question ako. Meron liability rin ba po ang mga malls or department stores na nag-a-allow ng fake goods?
Sana hindi ko lang sasabihin, pero doon sa bagong batas na aming binibigyan tuon ay meron tinatawag na third party liability.
Yes, oo.
Okay.
Meron na existing ngayon for copyright, but for other intellectual property wala pa. So if
Okay.
you benefit from it, no? Ikaw ang nagre-renta, ay sinabihan ka na, "Oy, fake yung tinitinda diyan, you don't do anything."
Correct.
You could be liable.
I see.
We have about 2 minutes to go for our segment on Salitang Batas. Bibigyan natin kay Atty. Teddy. Three terms.
Unahin
Counterfeit, trademark, trade name. Ano pong
Counterfeit
pagkakaiba ng
goods.
tatlo? Counterfeit goods, trademark, trade name.
Siguro ang aking mabilis na pag-define lang ng counterfeit ay katulad o naghahambing sa meron ng original na gawain.
tama.
No? Trademark, yan ay mga logo o design o di kaya
Simbolo.
simbolo, salita. Pupunta na rin tayo doon sa naamoy. Pwede nang i-trademark ang naamoy.
Trademark.
Naririnig yung musika. Trademark. Di ba yung may nagtitinda ng ice cream? Baka pwede yung
Yung
gano'n.
kalembang.
Okay.
Yung sumisigaw ng balut penoy.
Yung anything that identifies goods and services,
I see.
that's a
Okay.
trademark.
Trademark.
Trade name, usually it identifies the business that takes care of it, so it's more similar to business names.
Ayun.
Okay.
Napakalinaw, no? Counterfeit, trademark, trade name.
Yung counterfeit, basta parang meron ka ring layunin ng manlin lang.
Manlin lang.
Diba?
Oo. Kasi nga, confusing similarity.
Oo.
Na
Katulad ni Joy Rolby.
ididikit mo talaga na sa original.
Oo. Pero basta kung ako sa inyo, wag na kayo maghanap ng brands mga kapatid.
Oo.
Kung hindi nyo ma-afford, bili tayo ng local brands or something
Yes.
that's matibay na hindi naman kailangan na ganun din yung brand. Diba? Okay,
Ito po,
Atty. Ted.
nagtatapos ang ating talakayan for this Friday. Gusto natin pasalamatan yung ating dalawang bisita, Engineer June and Atty. Teddy. I'm sure hindi natatapos dito yan kasi si Atty. Teddy, pangalawang bisita na dito. I'm sure
At sana
in
po-
the next episodes, malamang baka maimbitenda natin si Engineer June. Maybe when we talk about,
Consumer
consumer
protection.
protection.
Okay.
Okay. So, dito po nagtatapos ang ating programa. Sana meron kayong napulot na helpful tips at bagong kaalaman sa ating isang oras na tanungan at talakayan. Muli, ako ang inyong kapatid, Atty. Ted Te.
At ako naman po ang inyong mapanuring kachika anuman ang eksena, Chi Bocobo. Magbabalik ang Usapang Kapatid next Friday, alas 11 na tanghali dito lamang sa 1PH.
Kami ang boses ng pinagkakaisang
Pilipinas.